Pockets of Hope in celebration of Women's Month. A story from Ann Angala.
Hi, I'm Ann Angala, a domestic violence survivor, and I would like to share with you my story. I met my husband when I just graduated from college. My friends and I went up to Baguio, and he was in a bar as a singer, and we briefly met him. After a few years, like about 4 years, I was already working, and me and my cousins and an aunt went up to Baguio again, and that's when I saw him again, and that's when our relationship started. Very early on in our relationship, I'm not even sure if we've been married for a year. His reactions to the stuff that I do, like my work and my friendships, were very new to me. They were not familiar to me. He was a very jealous husband. When I would go out with my friends, I would feel resentment. I work as an artist manager and I handle bands. Most of them are male. He would be very, very jealous of the bands that I would handle, to the point that he would even talk to them about me and kind of warn them that to keep their hands off me. It just happened so often. Every now and then he would get jealous, he would get mad. I would hear a very sarcastic remark or a really painful remark. I did not see where all his jealousy was coming from. I really wanted to address the situation, so I would try to talk to him, sit him down and explain where I'm coming from, explain my work. But then it didn't work out, so I asked him if he was open to seeing a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and he said no, and I think he was very insulted by that, and I even asked him if we could visit a marriage counselor. But for him, no other person will understand what is happening between a marriage except the two people. He doesn't believe in a third-party perspective or a third-party help. While we were in the car, we got into a heated argument and he started hitting me. And then the following day, my mom and I were having breakfast, and then she told me straight out, "Ann, your papa saw blood in the car." I just, I didn't react to her statement, to her question, and that was it. My kids not only saw the abuse, they were also part of the abuse, and they really didn't like it. They were asking me to leave, but it was really me who was trying to hold on to keep the family, and I know it was a big mistake. I kept on trying to end the relationship because it went on for 18 years, the abuse. It started, very little. He would call me names, bobo or tanga, he would call me stupid, and then it progressed to me being hit, slapped, and then kicked in the stomach, and then it just was outright beating. Emotionally, I was really drained. That's why I had to put a stop to the relationship, or else I was gonna lose myself. I also created this movement called Break the Cycle Philippines, and it's, on social media. We do activities like cycling and talks and anything that breaks the cycle that is very toxic in our Filipino culture. That's why I love the cycling community so much, because it's very diverse, and here we can talk about health, we can talk about respect, environment. It's really great. I love having this community, and it is wide community from female, male, LGBTQ. I hope the community and the movement gets bigger and bigger, so we can talk about issues that are hurting us personally and hurting us as Filipinos, and we be able to address and eventually end and break the cycle. To all the women and even men who are in a situation like what I was in before, I would advise you to think it over twice, thrice, 10 times. There's no divorce in the country. I think that is why there's a stigma. I'm living proof that there's a beautiful life after separation. You just have to make that one big step, and everything will fall into place. You have to trust the universe, trust God, and trust the people around you that they're going to help. Thank you very much, GMA Pinoy TV and Pockets of Hope, for giving me this opportunity to share my story and to be able to hopefully help a lot of people who are listening. So to everybody out there, I wish you the greatest life possible.
Send your inspirational stories and sparks of hope now